Hi, my name is Isabella Bana. I'm a project manager from the Polish accelerator Huge Thing. Let me tell you a little bit more about our company, and then I will tell you about the program Poland Prize powered by Huge Thing. That might be beneficial for you if you would like to test your product or develop your startup further on Polish ground. Huge Thing is actually one of the oldest accelerators in Poland. We've been working with companies and startups since 2012. In recent years, we are focusing more and more on more mature businesses, still helping our startups to run validations and provide them with materials and partners for corporate pilots. So far, we've been working with a number of entities, including Polish and international companies. In here, you can see the list of our closest partners. I'm sure you can recognize some of them. What is also valuable about our accelerator is the fact that we are part of the Speed Up Venture Capital Group. That is a group focused on investing in enterprises at an early stage of development. And if you'd like to read a little bit more about Huge Thing, because frankly, I'd rather focus on Poland Prize because it might be way more interesting for you, just visit our website, hugething.vc. In there, you can find our team, our experience, and what have we been doing since 2012 in detail. And now moving on to Poland Prize. Poland Prize, powered by Huge Thing, actually provides startups with up to 65,000 euros of funding, and we focus solely on non-Polish startups. Basically, we would like to help your team accelerate your business in Poland, so that you can focus on validation with our partners. Sometimes companies need a little bit more help with soft landing in a new country, whilst others need high quality mentoring and professional workshops at various stages of their development. And we would like to actually help you find your path and follow on with it while developing you and your team. In our accelerator at Huge Thing, our goal is to connect startups with partners so that you can focus on what you and your team do best, that is developing a solution. It usually means we're accelerating you to the point where you are ready to validate your business idea, either with the corporation that I will talk about in a bit, or a VC fund that I will provide you details on a little bit later in this presentation. Then we can introduce you to our larger network of CE ecosystem, innovation ecosystem. Who knows, maybe you watching this little presentation will raise your next big investment round in Poland. What's worth mentioning here is that we are waiting for applications till 20th of September, and the enrollment process consists basically of 3 stages. That is, first of all, enrollment of your application. You just need to send it through our form. It is accessible on our website that you can see on this slide. You will also be provided with all the links and details to the firm a little bit later for materials available for you. The most successful startups will be invited for interviews, followed by a verification and bootcamp. And actually, those top teams will be invited to the before mentioned bootcamp. It's a 3-day online, fully online, just to highlight it, event that consists of one-to-ones, workshops, and more, where we simply check if we're a good fit for working together for the following months. And to stay a little bit in this startup vocabulary, let me tell you a bit more about our unique value proposition. Basically, we share our best practices to support the strategic and measurable growth of your business. we would like to scale startups chosen for the program, and we do so using the before mentioned grant that is 65,000 euros in financial support, and basically a huge dose of know-how. Participation in the acceleration program is actually voluntary and completely free on every stage. If you are asked to pay at some stage, just let us know, because there are a number of operators of Poland Price in Poland. So if you're asked to pay, it's definitely a scam. You don't need to pay. At any stage, there are no fees for the enrollment either. You should have some sort of a financial cushion. Only in some exception will be able to transfer grant before you achieve the milestone that I will tell you a little bit more later on. And you can use this grant basically to pay for the cost of consulting services, mentoring, expert. You can decide if she or he is useful for you. You can use it to cover costs earlier described in the budget that we'll be discussing. It can be also money used for soft landing and development, that is for taking part in workshops, setting up the company in Poland. You can do so remotely. So that's what's important. And during acceleration, you can actually participate in workshops, one-on-one meetings with experts, mentors, and tutors. We have over 130 mentors that we work closely with in a number of previous editions of both Poland Prize and other accelerators. So I believe that might be something quite useful for you, because we would want to provide you with knowledge in a number of fields. So you're asking, how does it work, Isabella? Well, we usually participate, you will usually participate in a number of kind of similar events as other startups, but there is quite a bit of advisor support that would be intended just for you. And it would be based on also cooperation with technology recipients, so those corporate partners and VCs, as well as prepare you to enter industry in a new country. Or if you're area specific, we would like to also provide you with extra knowledge about it. We have planned a number of classes, those before mentioned workshops. They include topics as pricing, sales, team management, mindfulness, because we believe that's something that's important in a startup world, CSR, human resources, marketing. We would love to discuss with you about public relations, sales campaign, technological areas that are important for your project. You will definitely be also learning a bit more about starting a business in Poland, employment, translations. You can use the before mentioned grant even on learning Polish if that's needed. A bit more about our corporate partners here. Business partners are basically a crucial stakeholders of Poland Prize program, and they are quite often corporation, investment funds, enterprises operating on large scales in Poland and abroad. On our website, then you can see on the bottom of the slide, you can also read a bit more about them in English. I know Gloria has also prepared quite an informative bit on the website, when you can also access information about our partners. In here you can find 4 VC funds that are focused on various areas, from SaaS, B2B software, energy, fintech. So that's kind of areas that they might work with, but the investment ticket is actually quite wide. So I believe everybody can find a VC for them, as well as 3 corporates, that is IKEA, Coca-Cola, and Veolia. I'm sure I don't need to introduce you IKEA and Coca-Cola. The first one is focusing during the Poland Prize program on building stores of the future, customer engagement, while Coca-Cola is interested in big data and kind of following the customer journey. Well, Veolia is the regional company that is focused on energy and cities and the future. So, in here, definitely the topics regarding um, energy, sustainability would be the most important. Basically, the entire acceleration program is focused on like 4 areas. They work very broad, so I'm pretty sure you can define your startups within those terms. That is sustainability, Industry 4.0, energy, and fintech. So these 4 areas are kind of our focus, and they mainly cover the areas of 7 partners that we're working with. While what should you do with our corporate partners? Basically, you should establish a relationship with at least one of them during the development phase. We will be definitely helping out with that. The partners also take part in the enrollment process, so they will have a chance to interview you. If you gain their interest, specify with them how you can develop your solution according to your mutual needs. The partner may actually give you the opportunity to validate your solution during the acceleration phase, and they receive additional grants. So you actually get those before mentioned up to 65,000 grants. 65,000 euros grant. Who are we looking for? What are the criteria? So a little bit of formality at this point. We basically look for non-Polish startups. So it's a perfect solution for you, a perfect program for you, with at least one founder without Polish citizenship and at least 50% of shares belonging to non-Polish board members. Well, teams must have the ability to answer the technical challenges defined by our partners. And so you need to be a little bit more advanced probably. And acceleration is for startups that already gained customers for their product, or at least have their solution very well tested and validated in your country of origin, so that we are sure that you are ready to enter Polish market. Your team should be ready to respond to areas of interest identified by our partners. Again, they are available in a number of places, our website and description prepared by Gloria. And you we are looking for teams that are not too big, so basically micro enterprises or small and medium-sized enterprises, so that when you enter in Poland, you will be classified as those. You are not listed on the stock exchange up to 5 years after registration, so depending on where you have set up the company in the country of origin, when, if so, enter the stock market, when you had the IPO. And companies that have not yet distributed the profits, neither those who were created as the result of mergers. So we're looking for, teams that had a great solution, validated it already in the country of origin, but haven't yet matured enough and would like to test the solution in a country like Poland with our corporate partners. I believe that's everything about the program. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I know Gloria is super prepared with all information about the program, and she would be happy to answer those. But if you have any doubts, you can always shoot me an email that you can currently see on the screen. So I hope to see your applications. Just a friendly reminder, we are waiting for them up till 20th of September, Central Eastern Europe time. So just keep that in mind, that it's a little bit later than in your region. Yeah, and I really look forward to working with you soon, and I believe we can actually work to this before mentioned massive investment route in Poland if you decide to join a huge think team. Thanks a lot.